Shalom, Yashrala. This your brother Dawud from GMS Tampa Bay 07, coming at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for your Arkan pushing this truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth. All right, I'm going to jump into this here lesson, which I thought was going to be the previous lesson I did, but rolling with the spirit, sometimes you just got to roll with it. That was part of my lesson to be learned last week. But with this here lesson, I'm going to try to get into it as far as bringing out that, the humanly counterpart of Satan, all right? The damn devil, all right? People like to not to think about the devil as who the devil is, but we're going to bring out through the scriptures, for one, that the devil is a humanly being, all right? And he's also have that, the devil on his counterpart on the planet Earth is a human being, under the guise of Esau Edom, the so-called white man, all right? And basically in his spirit is just nothing to do with wickedness, all right? And you ain't going to find no one good white man, all right? The only good white man you're going to ever find is the one in captivity in the near future, all right? And that's a little inside joke. Not an inside, that's just a little joke. But nevertheless, you ain't going to ever find no good white person, all right? If you find somebody, let me rephrase that. You're not going to ever find no good or righteous Edomite, all right? You might have some so-called people with white skin that ain't Edomites, all right? Prime example, Blake Griffin's son, all right? You can do a Google search of Blake Griffin's father, all right, who is a so-called Haitian, a really dark-skinned man who had a child. Blake Griffin with, I believe, a so-called white woman. Blake Griffin's a little lighter skinned. Blake Griffin, who in turn had a child with a so-called white woman, produced a blonde-haired, blue-eyed little boy, all right? So that blonde-haired, blue-eyed little boy, from this day on, or when he gets older, if he was going to be around when he got older and you was to see him, yeah, he would have so-called white skin, but it's not an Edomite, that's an Israelite, all right? But nevertheless, getting into this here physical counterpart on the earth, and that we dwell right here with this damn devil, all right? The Edomites, that's the devil that the Bible speak about, all right? And when you just look at, I'm not going to go into none of the atrocities that he's did when you look out into the world and stuff like that in this lesson, but when you look at all these things, all right, you could either look at it from a biblical perspective or just solely on just what he did off in the world, and when you do it that way, you'd be stuck with one question, like, damn, what kind of human being, when I was first learning about the Illuminati, before I came into the truth, learning about the Illuminati, it dawned on me that, first of all, this guy is making plans in 100-year increments, 200-year increments. Like, bro, you're not even going to live that long. Like, what does it matter to you? All right. And the shit that you do is just like on a whole nother level of wickedness. Like the regular mind couldn't even fathom doing the shit that you do. Like, where did you come up with that? Like, that is some like weird ass shit. Like, where do you come up with that? And the only answer you would get, when you look at it from a non-biblical source, just looking at his history, is that, this ain't no human. This ain't human, man. You, like, the shit that you on ain't from this planet, man. Like, I ain't never even seen no shit like that. I ain't even heard of no shit like that, man. Like, you just on a whole different type of level, and, that's why, the Lord gave us the comforter and the light, and the oracles of the scriptures, the understanding of these breakdowns, so we'll be able to understand these things, This is going to be the wisdom and knowledge, the stability of our time, all right? And an easier way, a way to get through this here world in a better place, make the road not so bumpy, more or less to say, all right? When you out in your regular life in your world and you're dealing with, like, me at my job, one of the things that's my saving grace from not snapping on these people all the time, and I give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah for that, is knowing this here truth, all right? Knowing that the people that I deal with they Edomites, all right? And it's the spirit that's inside of them. It's not these human beings that you walking around seeing this person, that person. Man, it ain't them, all right? They not even smart enough, wise enough to be this fucking wicked. They don't even know what the hell they doing. You see what I'm saying? It's the spirit that's inside of them, all right? It's this wicked ass demonic spirit that's inside of them that's like that, all right? You know what I'm saying? I made a joke today about how they just do me at work. I'm like, damn, I feel like Cinderella man over here, man. Like, I just feel like the ugly stepchild, man. Y'all really? You know what I'm saying? You calling little old me to dig for y'all about the trenches, man? What the hell? But y'all the ones always shitting on me all damn day. You know what I'm saying? You always talk all that shit about me, but yet it's for y'all need help. And you're gonna call one motherfucker to go over there and substitute all four of y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be some Cinderella man shit. And you're only doing that because why? Not because y'all can't get it, but because y'all know that y'all can sit here and do this type of oppress somebody like me this type of way and get away with it, you know? Some bullshit. But nevertheless, you know, but I use that example to, you know, to edify on this point, okay? That's the demonic spirit that's inside of them, all right? This is, when you talk about the damn devil, when you hear it say the white man is the so-called, is the damn devil, the so-called white man is the devil, that's what we're talking about, all right? Not saying that he just, I mean, some of them consciously do this shit, you know, but I don't even look at them as no real threats. I think they just looking for attention. But the ones, you can just see it in their eyes when they not consciously knowing what the hell they doing or seeing how the spirit is moving. You know what I'm saying? Man, them motherfuckers is the devil, man, and all the things that they do. And you might even just hear them speaking, you know, not even trying to say nothing that out of their mouth is so-called wicked, but the same shit that they do, like, yo, that's wicked, you know? But nevertheless, we jumping into the scriptures. This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, if not wherein, who is he? All right. And the point in this that I wanted to bring out was that the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. All right. The Most High gave the earth over to the hand of the wicked. All right. The Most High and the men of in this truth, you know, and you know, in truth and sincerity, you know, with the Holy Spirit on them, they understand that, you know, first of all, the Most High has the power to give dominion over to whomever he wants. All right. And we also know that the Most High isn't in control of the planet Earth. Overall, he is. All right. Don't be simple. But we know that the Most High isn't the one that's controlling the planet Earth right now. We also know that the damn devil is in control of the whole earth right now. We understand that. All right. It's clear as day to see that. That's why we sighing and crying. That's why we vexed. All right. We see that there's so much hell going on around the damn planet Earth, you know, in all types of lanes, whatever lane you going in, you know, whether it be the food, the air, the minds of the people, whatever, everything is defiled, you know, everything is, hey man, you know how they like to say that imaginary thing, oh, you're going to die, you're going to go into hell in the middle of the earth. The motherfucking white man that brought hell onto the earth. Okay. So, you know, and really, you know, as a quick side note, hell is a condition. All right. You know, once a month, you know what I'm saying? I have to go to a meeting. You know, we have we have a lot of meetings at my job, but once a month we have a so-called communications meetings where they show us all the bills and all the big things going on, so on and so forth, you know, and they have all the big wigs and the bosses in there. And we have to have this little hour-long meeting, you know, but nevertheless, you know, I'm in this with the conference room at this big ass long table, real thick ass wood, you know, really expensive ass shit, you know, table and shit these Edomites be having. But nevertheless, you know, I'm sitting at this damn table, you know, and sometimes, you know, whether I be sitting right next to the boss or right across the table from the boss, you know, or at the other end of the table from the boss, we all in the same room sitting at the same table, you know, he's in his heaven and I'm in my hell right now. All right. He's in I'm in captivity up under him. All right. When he say jump, it's my job to say how high. All right. So heaven and hell can exist in the same area, same place, same room. You could be riding in the car with one another, you know, but there's that barrier, like what was it? Lazarus said, you know, there's that barrier in betwixt us, you know, that invisible barrier, you know, when we ride in the car, it's not like, oh, you in hell and I'm in heaven, as far as you in the middle of the earth and you up in the heavens. Nah, you know, shit, you in heaven because you driving this goddamn Rolls Royce Phantom and ain't got to pay for shit. And this, you know, this is just your Tuesday car and shit like that. And I'm in hell because I ain't got no goddamn car. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I just got so lucky to be able to bum a ride with your ass. You know what I'm saying? So I can go, you know, do, you know, whatever. I got to go to work. I got to go pick up my car from an impound and they didn't wrongfully told my car from or whatever, whatnot, you know? That's, you know, you could be in heaven and hell in the same room. You know, one person could be in their heaven, the other person could be in their hell because it's a condition, not an actual location, you know? Now, there is a heaven, and, you know, when you die, your spirit goes, all spirits go back up to the creator who giveth it, you know? But nevertheless, getting back to this here lesson, it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, all right? So the Most High is the one who gave the planet Earth the possession, the keys, the rulership over into the damn devil, all right? And, you know, we understand this. We know this. You know, the Most High understand this. He knows this. He the one who gave out the keys, you know. This ain't no how do I say, no big surprise to us. You know, we vexed. We don't like this shit, but it ain't no big surprise to us. But some people, you bring this out in the church that, hey man, you know that the God of this earth is not the God who you think that it is. You know, the God of this earth is the damn devil. All right. That damn, like the image, it says Ray Borgier, that's the damn devil. You know, you up under his rulership. Like you think, you think that the so-called Jesus is ruling, but really that's the damn devil. All this is the damn devil. Like you have no idea that you literally walking around in hell face to face with the devil every day. When you at work here, there, that's the damn devil. The devil that the Bible speaks about. All right. This is going to do all the wicked shit on the planet Earth. That's him. He right here beside you. You at the same meeting table with this damn devil, all right? My next scripture I'm going to grab is in the book of Revelation, chapter 6. We just read that the earth was given unto the hand of the wicked, all right? The Most High gave the earth into the wicked, all right? The possession and the keys unto Satan, all right? This is Revelation, chapter 6, verse 4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power, okay, was given, keyword given, unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. All right. So power was given into this rider on this horse to take peace from the earth. All right. And what does that sound like? If you're taking peace from the earth, what are you bringing? Wickedness and chaos. All right. This is an agent for death and chaos. All right. Who is this talking about? This is Esau. First of all, it's that red horse. Let me keep reading. It says that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. All right. And then when you go into, I believe, Genesis 27, yeah, let me just grab that real fast. Bear with me, brothers, on this timing. This is Genesis 27 and 40. All right, yeah, this is Genesis 27 and 40. Just getting straight to the point. This is Isaac blessing Esau. It says, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and thou shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. All right. And the point is at the top, it says, and by thy sword thou shalt live. So his father Isaac, who we know in the reincarnation was Yahushua, gave Esau this sword as his blessing. This is when Esau was given this sword. All right. Now, jumping back to Revelation 6 and 4, it says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. All right. When he was about to take the dominion off his brother's neck, or take the dominion from his brother. All right. That they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. That was that was that blessing which Isaac blessed Esau with. All right. I'm going to jump down to verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him, and power was again given unto them over the fourth parts of the earth to kill with the sword again, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. All right, and just quickly jumping on to that, how does Esau nowadays, or the so-called white man nowadays today, kill you with hunger? All right, he's got a company called Monsanto's, all right? So he's killing you with GMOs and just defiled food and water, all right? Also with the sword, all right? Lord willing, I'm going to do a lesson which I've been trying to get to for the last couple of days about Esau dropping a bomb every 12 minutes, all right? Every 12 minutes, this damn devil is dropping bombs and killing people, all right? Like it says here, it says, and his name that sat on him was Death. All right. What do you call Esau? Death. Like, what do you do? Death. Just everything about you is death. All right. And what? And hell follow with him. Not only do everywhere you go, you bring death, but what also follows with you? Hell. All right. So let's think about over here in America. All right. When he first brought his little red ass over here, he came over here as death. And what did he do to the Native Americans? Spread what? Death. All right. And then after the Native Americans was predominantly all put to death, what followed after? All right. Hell. Look at how the Native Americans had this place over here. The water was all pure with a lot of natural minerals in it and gold in it and everything like that. But what did Esau do? Come over here, had the gold rush of the 49ers and stuff like that, you know, take all the gold up out of the water and pollute all the damn water. All right. All the waterways over here now polluted. The airways is all polluted. The people is all polluted. The ground is polluted. You got concrete and cement every damn where. The whole earth is drying up. You You forsook the land Sabbaths. You know, you got all kind of droughts going on every damn where. You know, you got all kind of crazy shit going on here in the land of America. All right. So before it was a paradise, but now it's straight pure hell here. All right. Death and hell followed. And what happened? Did the spiritual demon Satan come down here and fuck up the land? No, it was the so-called white man. Right. When he brought his red ass over here. All right. The decline of this land came after 1492 when he brought his little red ass over here, and it continues on to this day. All right. And when you look at him when he goes into the Middle East, yeah, they say Saddam Hussein was a bad man and so on and so forth, and same with Gaddafi. But as a fact, was Iraq and Libya a better place before or after Saddam Hussein and Muammar Gaddafi was taken out of power? All right. The answer is that the whole world, in fact, the whole planet Earth was in better condition when Saddam Hussein and Muammar Gaddafi was living. All right. And, you know, depending on how, how things work out with Syria, same could be said with Syria. All right. You got the damn, as soon as the white man take his ass over there, take Saddam Hussein out, you take out one bad man that you claim is one bad man. Now you have thousands of terrorists that spawn up. All right. You go over in Libya. All right. Same thing happened. More and more thousands of terrorists pop up, you know, wherever your red ass go, you say you like to go and spread peace and liberation to people, but what actually goes is death and hell. All right. The complete opposite of what you spewing out of your damn slanderous mouth. All right. Is the damn deceiver. That's another reason why we call you the damn devil. You go over there and you say, oh, we're going for peace, liberation and all these things. But what do? You bring death and hell. All right. This is Revelation 2:13. I want to bring this out because, you know, it was apparent back then and it's apparent today. You know, this ain't nothing strange or nothing fairy tale like, you know, Esau like to portray pictures and stuff like that, you know, where, like the aliens and cartoons, E.T. and shit like that. So when you're really confronted with this, or you try to tell somebody about a real experience or something like that, try to be real with somebody, they look at you like, you watch too much movies, too many TV shows and, you know, things like that, you know. But nevertheless, these are all actual things. He's trying to cover up and hide himself and his destruction, you know. The damn devil, he's the damn devil, and, you know, you just look at his damn works. But as long as you are so-called atheist, you know how atheists like to say it. Oh, you believe in those fairy tales of God and this and that. We just believe a man off his the way he act, you know, his past and his history. But yeah, exactly. Do what you actually say you believe in. But see, you done been brainwashed with the so-called fairy tales. You can't sit there and say, okay, if there was a damn devil, based off of all the shit you done did, I would have to say that you are the damn devil. All right. Like if let's say, for instance, I didn't believe in a devil. There was no devil. I don't have no understanding of a damn devil, right? But I can sit here and look at the history of these damn Edomites, right? And if there was to create a term called the devil and give it characteristics of all the things he would do, oh, he would be bad, wicked, do all these things. Like, all right, well, if that's what you say in the description of the devil is somebody wicked, pure evil, and all this and that, based off of all these genocides and all this killing and bombing and murdering and poisoning and lying and raping and robbing and enslaving, by definition, you would have to be what they describe as the damn devil. All right. So, I mean, it'd be clear as day for even the atheists to see this. But again, because they how do I say, fairy tale-ize all this shit, you know, E.T. and Independence Day, you know, speaking on the chariots, you know, when somebody be like, yo, bro, I seen some UFOs, bro, you know, I actually had an encounter like that one time, you know. I was up on the Jersey Shores, you know, like literally right there on the damn boardwalk, just right there on the boardwalk, you know. And I tried to call him, I was with my parents and stuff, right? And I was sitting outside, happened to look up, you know, and the only thing that was right across from us, it was like some houses, you know, there was, you know, a street, and there was those houses, the backside, and there was the boardwalk, you know, the Jersey Shore boardwalk. And then, you know, they got the little rods and stuff like that. But then on the other side of that, it's just the water, you know, the ocean. And sure enough, man, there was quite a bit of chariots out there. There had to be, I started trying to count them. It was like about 13 to 15 of them, you know, and then some was appearing, disappearing. 2 would turn to 1, 1 would turn to 2, so on and so forth. And it was up there for, I don't even know how long it was up there. It had to be, I seen them and witnessed them for about a good hour, you know, and even walked up to see if it was the boardwalk and some lights from there. But no, these was chariots, you know. But in the midst of it, you know, I tried to call my mom out, you know, reading the scriptures and understanding that these things are real, you know, try to call my mom out and, you know, the rest of my family out, like, yo, there's some goddamn UFOs outside. Boy, stop playing. You watch too much TV. You know, it was already sold in their mind, and they shouldn't even have to go out there and see what the hell I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that they had already been pre-prepped, pre-programmed, that the shit's all fake. And if anybody ever talk about it, they out of their mind. All right. And you see, this is how Esau try to, hide his damn judgment from coming, you know. But nevertheless, you know, and, you know, I actually got my little cousin to come out. And he was like, oh, shit, you know. At first, he was like, man, you tripping. Then he came out like, oh, shit, there, yo, you know. And then, you know, my mom came out. She bullshitted with it for a little while. But then later on, she said that somebody else had told her about it. She seen the story on the news, but then now she want to believe now because fucking Esau told her about the shit on the news. But I was like, yo, but when you could see the shit like 30 feet out in front of you for a whole hour, you could just sit there and study these shits. You know, there ain't no camera tricks. You seeing this with your own eyes. You don't want to believe it, you know? But nevertheless, again, this is how all these different things like the devil is in these societies today, you know? Oh, you believe in the devil. You believe in that bullshit, blah, blah, blah. But just based off of the, you know what I'm saying? Like going back to the chariots that I seen, all right? They say they UFOs. By definition, what is that? An unidentified flying object. All right, now when we over here studying these things with our own eyes, not on camera or nothing like that, with our own eyes, you've never seen two lights. You think that they planes or some shit like that. Well, planes don't fly like that. They just basically in the same little area, like bees swarming in one basic area. They're not really going nowhere. And you see two of these lights colliding with one another. Why ain't there no explosions? If two planes then crash, why is there no explosion? Why did you just see two lights merge into one light and get bigger? Or why did you just see one turn into about 4 or 5 of these different lights? Why are they just dancing around, moving around like that? You know, you can't explain none of these things, you know? And so when you look at certain things just based off of what it is, when you take away the so-called fairy tales and the things you've been pre-programmed, you know, it's easy to see all these things, you know? But again, you know, the world was blinded, you know, the God of this world it was blinded, you know. We'll grab that. But this is Revelation chapter 2, verse 13. It says, I know thy works and where thou dwellest, even where Satan's seat is, and thou holdest fast my name and has not denied my faith, even those in those days were entered past my faithful martyr who was slain among you where Satan dwelleth. So twice here, Yahushua is saying, look, I know where, you know, you dwell where Satan dwells, you know, you stay where Satan live at, you know. Salakia, 1 second. Actually, never mind. I got people walking around, but nevertheless, he's saying, Yahushua here is saying twice, like, you know, you live where Satan dwelleth, you know, where Satan's seat is at. All right. Well, what is he talking about? He's not talking about, oh, you live in, you know, the fairy tale land in the middle of the earth where it's all fire and shit at, you know. That's not where he's talking about. He's like, yo, basically, we're at that point in time, you know, it's the same people, but at that point in time, you know, the damn Romans, the Edomites, you know, that was where Satan's seat was, you know. And then even until today, you know, even I forgot where is that. Now you can actually look up Satan's seat. Now this goes actually back to a place over there, and I forgot whose throne it was or whatever they called the shit, you know. But now just as a side topic, you know, they had this same example when Barack Obama was either inaugurated the first time or the second time at the DNC convention. The stage was set up as the same thing as when you look up, you know, Google search the seat of Satan, you know, the throne of, I think it's the throne of Zeus or some shit like that. Whatever it is, but it's the same ass shit, you know, same little deal, you know, bringing it into today's terms, you know, where Satan's seat is, you know, back then they was ruling it from Rome. Where do they rule the world from today? The same Edomites. All right. You know, they have something, you know, Rome being the, or America or Rome being the beast. All right. And this system today is basically the image of that, you know, that beast, you know. And so how do they make that likeness of it, you know? First of all, you have America, which is the whore riding on the beast, but you have the UN, NATO, and the EU type of shit, just like they had back then, you know. And where's the headquarters of the UN? It's in New York City, the so-called Empire State. All right. So, you know, that whole United States type of bullshit is some bullshit, you know, because there's some shit bigger than that, you know, like the capital of the world. The capital of the world, where Satan's seat is, where you rule the whole world from, is where? In New York City. From where? The UN building. All right. And who's in control of all of that? All right. These Edomites. All right. Give Getting a little hot in here. Slakia. My next scripture I'm gonna grab is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 4. It says, "But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine unto them." All right. So the point here I wanted to get, it says, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds. All right. So, as you can see here, it says God in the lower case. All right. Not talking about the Most High. All right. So who is the God of this world? When we go back to Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. All right. We just read in Revelation talking about, I know where thou dwellest, even where Satan's seat is. All right. So, again, it's no marvel to us, Yahweh, none of that, that Satan, the damn devil, is ruling the earth right now. He the God of this world right now. The power of this earth. He the mover and the shaker, making everything roll right now. All right. He's the one that's controlling the minds of all these people to make them do all this wicked shit that they doing, brethren killing brethren, people on drugs, homosexuals, people transgenders, all kind of crazy shit, The person who's working on the minds of these people like that is Satan, Ultimately, it's the Most High Yahweh, but by what? Through his tools, he's using the tool Satan, Like when you read in the book of Job chapter 1, the Most High was the one that was basically coming down on Job, but he used who? Satan to do the dirty work, And even Satan himself didn't go to Job and fuck Job up. Satan went through different means, through different people, and then also the so-called elements, fire raining down from heaven and things like that. And I believe it was a great wind that collapsed the house where his kids was at. All right. So, that was just a tool or a vessel to rule through. All right. And same with here, it says, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them that believe not. All right. Now, the spiritual demon Satan, yeah, he did blind the minds of these people, but how did he do it? All right, he did it through Esau, the actual physical counterpart on the planet Earth. And how did Esau blind the minds of these people? All right, with MTV, VH1, BET, the shit on TV, his television, tell a vision. He's telling you a vision he wants you to see. His media, his propaganda, these rappers, these rappers got you believing that it's all about the bling bling, the money, the cars, the clothes, the hoes, I suppose, that type of shit. You got to be doing that to be on. You got to be LeBron James to be on. You gotta have a Nicki Minaj to be on. He the one telling you, oh, you gotta have my what's that shit called? My girl's got a girlfriend. That type of shit. He the one telling you that this is all the shit that's okay to do, the cool thing to do. He the one that's guiding you. He's your God. He the one telling you. He's the mover and the shaker of this planet Earth. He's moving everything in a direction. You see all these goddamn kids rolling around with dreads and tats in their face. Why? Because the Most High told him to do that? Nah, because the damn God of this world told him to do that. He blinded their minds, all right? He the one's got these kids out here want to be little pumps and little Uzi Verts and little XXX, whatever his names is. God of this earth got these damn demonic ass people sleep, all right? It's Esau and his, again, is the spiritual demon Satan working through his counterpart Esau, all right? These Edomites, well, really through the Rothschilds, all right? Everything's got order, just like the Most High got order. The damn devil got order. It's still the Most High, because the Most High controlling the damn devil. The devil worked for the Most High, all right? But he using his counterpart on the planet Earth, the Rothschilds. Rothschilds use their counterparts on the planet Earth, the lesser families, the Rockefellers, the Brzezinskis, the Oppenheimers, the Bloombergs, and those motherfuckers like that, and they bring it down to their lower levels to who? Your idols, your rappers, your celebrities, and all these motherfuckers like that. All right, your news. What do you call these people? Well, your newscasters. Your newscasters be having a damn. I was watching the video of this chick, the Patriot nurse. The brother Malcolm put a clip up of this chick talking about basically she fed up with the shit that's going on, like. And that kind of prompted this video, because watching her and the way she's speaking, the way she believes in this bullshit ass system. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about Jake I can give Jake. Jake don't really take this system too serious, It's whatever. But there's some Edomites out here, these goddamn so-called patriots that so-called die hard for this shit, And just looking at her face and all that, it's just like, damn, like you really uphold all this? Like you really believe in all this shit? But yet what? She's blinded by this whole she's giving over that she believe into this system as if it's some kind of legitimate thing, that they fought for some so-called rights and this and that, but she don't even realize she being ripped apart with the same ass shit too, but they blinded to this shit. They so sold into this lifestyle. Same with these Jake who want to be rappers and stuff like that. They see the outcome of, oh, you got to be a homosexual and this and that, but they blinded by the money and the fame. The God of this world blinded them, just like how he tried to hit Yahweh Shah with the same ass Luciferian contract that these niggas are signing today. All right, where he took him up into that very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the earth, showed him all the bling, all the bitches, all the money, showed him all the Rolls Royces, all the Rolexes, all the shit these little young niggas sell out for. Said, look, you can have all this shit if you just bow down and worship me. And that's what these niggas is doing. They bowing down and worshiping him. They go into the God of this earth, like it says in verse 4 again. It says, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not. All right, you don't have the faith that you ain't supposed to be doing all this. You don't have first of all, you don't have the faith that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, Yahweh through Yahweh Shah are the powers to be feared, to fear. You need to keep those laws, statutes, commandments that Yahweh gave us. All right, but you don't believe in that. You don't fear all that. So you just be like, well, shit, I'm gonna get it this way. All right. Let me grab my next scripture real quick. This is Ephesians 6:12. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Okay. So earlier I was making reference to, when you're dealing with some of these people, you have to understand that, sometimes, well, a lot of the times, especially these damn Edomites. All right. It's not that these people are white people and white people don't like you because you black. You got black skin and they got white skin and they don't like you because of that. And that's how they was raised. That's not what it is, man. All right. That's not what it is at all. These Edomites, they have an Edomite spirit in them. All right. These are the wicked of the earth. All right. The devil's counterpart. All right. And we the righteous counterpart of the Most High. All right. The righteous spirit on the earth. We at odds with one another. All right. We contrary to one another. All right. We constantly battling with one another. All right. And so, like I was saying earlier, you might be at your job and you might be getting shitted on here and there, feeling like Cinderella man and whatnot, but at the end of the day, like for me in my situation, I kind of got shitted on like multiple times, multiple directions today at work, and I was trying to bring it out to the scenario with these people like, yo, man, all right, if my shit's not coming up until tomorrow between the hours of 9 and 11 a.m. and I don't even come into work till like 3 p.m., all right, what the hell am I doing here today? And y'all gonna have us working, all the way through this whole week and through the whole weekend and even on the holiday. You see what I'm saying? Like, so why don't y'all save y'all some money, save me some time, and just let me go the fuck home? Well, nah, just in case some shit happen. Well, ain't nothing gonna happen. But then y'all can't get shit going. Oh, we gonna let this person go because they got seniority. Well, I got seniority over this person. How come they always get to go home? Well, they got more hours and overtime than you. Well, they just come in, don't do shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually tired. Y'all actually depend on me to work. All right. Well, these people can't perform their job over there, so we gonna need you to stop what you doing and go over here and get these people out the hole over there. Like, nah, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think that y'all hold these people up on the pedestal, so how why don't y'all make these motherfuckers work for what they worth? I'm over here working for what I'm worth, and I still get shitted on. Like, what kind of shit is that? But at the same time, you have to understand that these people these are white people at my job, but it's not because they have white skin. They look in the mirror, but yeah, I got white skin and this nigga got black skin. Let me just oppress this nigga like that. Nah, it's subconscious. These niggas, they really not even, for the most part, they not even their mind's not even aware of what the hell they doing. It's that Edomite ass spirit inside of them. All right. That's doing this shit. That's just the spirit that they have. They the wicked, Just like when any of the men of the Lord that was in this truth, man, when you first started waking up, you didn't know that you would be where you at today when you first started waking up. It wasn't even of you. It was just the spirit that was placed inside of you that was out of your own control that just took you out to do this, And even when you're doing these videos, you understand how it is when you're working in the spirit, You might have, like how I'm doing this lesson now, I tried to record this in the last video, but then the spirit just rolled with something different, and that's just how it is, And so this is not no fleshly type of deal that we working with. You ain't just choosing to do this and choosing to do that. Or these so-called white people, the white man isn't just looking in the mirror saying, I'm white and he black, I'm gonna just fuck this nigga up. That's not how it worked. All right. Like, let me read the scripture again. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Yeah, the white man ain't looking in the mirror saying, I'm white and this nigga black, I'm gonna fuck him up. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and against powers and rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. All right. So this is a spiritual fight. All right. This is the spirit that's inside of these damn vessels. They just vessels. All right. They vessel just so happen to look like that. All right. So it's just like NASCAR. All right. Pretty much in NASCAR, if I'm not mistaken, all the damn cars is pretty much everything is the same. All right. It really just boils down to who the better driver. All right. So it don't matter whether your car look like this or look like that, what stickers on it, what color is painted, what number it is. It all come down to who the better driver. All right. It's what's on the inside of the car, not what's on the outside of the car. It's the spirit that's inside the car that's maneuvering and driving the car around. Same with these people, like I'm giving the example about at the job. All right. These people ain't just saying, you know, oh, we're going to fuck this nigga up because of so on and so forth. Oh, because he got black skin, or because his name is Dawada, or we're going to go fuck him up because of that. Nah, it ain't because of that, you know, and this is something that, you know, that can help you out in your walk, you know, so you don't be going out just spazzing on white people and just, oh, you crackers, you goddamn crackers, y'all fucking with me because I'm black. Nah, it ain't because of that, you know. And the majority of these motherfuckers ain't gonna ever realize or understand what the hell they doing. They in a trick bag. The Most High is bringing these niggas down and building up cases on them for their damn judgment. All right. So really, at the end of the day, really, the only person you can really get mad at and be talking like that to is the spirit of Esau. That spirit that's inside of him, that wicked ass spirit. All right. It's not a flesh and blood type of thing. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. All right, the man of sin being revealed and also the son of perdition, which that day is today. That's what we're doing right here, right now in this video, is revealing to you who this son of perdition and the man of sin is. All right, who the damn devil is, who this man is. Not no spiritual counterpart, no spiritual entity or nothing like that, but who the physical counterpart is. All right, who this spirit is dwelling in on the physical earth. All right, yeah, there's that wicked ass spirit, but who is it dwelling amongst on the planet Earth? All right, it's dwelling amongst these so-called white people, these Edomites, who's known in the Bible as these Edomites. All right, who you know as Caucasians, white people. All right, it says verse 4. Well, it says verse 3 again. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, or that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. All right. And so really you can take an atheist approach at this. All right. You can take the scriptures out. You ain't even got to believe in the scriptures on this one here. Just look at how Esau work in the world. All right. Who opposes himself and exalted himself above all that is called God. All right. So, you know, here in America, or the so-called white man will allow, he say that the Bible is the law of the land, but yet he'll allow you to believe in whatever you want to believe in. You could be an atheist, a Muslim, whatever, whatnot in here, all right? But if the Bible is the law of the land, first of all, this guy's a hypocrite, for one. You know, the Bible is the law of the land. The Bible say, thou shalt not have no other God before me. First hypocrite. But another deal is, he exalted himself above all that is called God. You got the damn Pope, right, who says he's a so-called vicar for Christ. Basically, this motherfucker then exalted himself above the Most High and above Yahushua. You know, like not so long ago, I seen an article or something that says something along the lines that the Pope said something along the lines, something like this, where it was like God said homosexuality is wrong, but I mean, I say it's okay, or something along those lines. Like, yeah, the Bible speak down about it, but you'll be all right. You'll be forgiven, more or less to say. Like, basically, whatever God said, it ain't all that important, you know. And they even have their little laws or whatever where they can change certain things, you know, where they be like, you know what, this is all right, you know. So the Pope and the whole Vatican and all that stuff, they exalt themselves above God, all right. So again, taking the atheist approach, you don't have to believe in the Bible, scripture, God, none of that. But if you're just a regular atheist, you can still look out the window and see the so-called white man in the Vatican exalting himself above God. telling you can and can't do whatever you want to do. Well, God said, don't be a homosexual. They need to be put to death. You know what I'm saying? But the so-called white man said, look, y'all can go get married if y'all want to. And if anybody don't want to bake you a cake, we're going to shut them down. All right. The Most High said there should be a man and a woman. You know, I created basically man and female, you know, but Esau, the damn devil, said you can be whatever gender you want to be. You know, you can be an alien if you want to be. You can be a Pokemon if you want to be. All right. The so-called white man tell you all kind of crazy shit. He exalting himself above the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Put it that way. Change all the high holy days, all the things the Most High said not to do. Esau said you can do it. All right. The Most High said don't even touch swine's flesh, but he make that part of the staple of American society, eating pork chops, ham, and watching football. A bunch of Jake running around touching dead swine flesh on the football. All right. But nevertheless, going back into it, it says, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called God or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God. All right. And as you see, Michelangelo painted that image of basically the hand of God, like so-called God touching the hand of Adam, I guess, you know, and they both Edomites. All right. And Cesare Borgia. All right. The images of Jesus, the pictures of Yahushua that was painted and covered over, you know what I'm saying? And they try to say the story of Jesus. All right. And then, shit, even until today, they trying to give you this damn microchip. All right. Bring you into transhumanism. And well, let me go back. How it says, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself he is God. All right. Just touching on his temple, like I was saying about him covering the faces of the judges thereof, like we read in Job 9:24, and all these other paintings and stuff like that, making a likeness like unto him, religion unto him. All right. That's him sitting in these temples. But then fast forward until today, what is he doing? Now he's moving to the next phase, microchips. Oh, you can do this. You can do that. This whole new society, you know, you can be a homosexual. You can get a sex change at 5 years old. You can go do this. You can go do that. We're going to give you microchips. You're going to live in a virtual reality world. We're going to give you, you're going to come to us for the one of all your wants and needs. All right. We're going to be God. We're going to be above God. You're going to live forever now. All right. The ways of doing it beforehand, the way the Most High had it set up, natural foods, non-GMOs. We're going to make GMOs. Natural births. We're going to have artificial inseminations and men having babies and shit like that. Artificial wombs. All right. Instead of people, you know, I ain't going to say just dying, but nevertheless, we're going to give you transhumanism bodies. We're going to make you live forever with this damn microchip. All right. You know, so, you know, he's showing himself as God, you know, trying to show himself as God, you know, and who is doing all this stuff again on the planet Earth? We're not being led by no red man, no actual, like how they would say spiritual demon Satan. You don't see, like, you know, like in the show, or the cartoon, Aladdin, where he rub on the little thing and then the little blue genie come out. You know, Aladdin could see him. Everybody else could see this damn genie and shit, right? That's not like how Satan is. That ain't happening. All right. That's happening through these damn Edomites. All right. The main family they're rolling through is the Rothschilds on down through their policies, their media, propaganda, they idols that they set up, or not idols. That's a bad way to put it. These celebrities they set up as idols to the people, you know, to propagate and persuade the minds of the masses. All right. Through religion, through all this different shit, you know, the radio, they'll tell you how bad certain things are. Oh, the right wing or the left wing, the Democrats, the Republicans, you got to get your guns. Got all these people doing this, hating those folks, all these illegal immigrants and so on. See, you wouldn't know nothing about none of all this shit unless Esau told you about it, you know, just like in 9/11. A lot of us didn't know what the hell a Muslim was. I'm going to speak for myself. I didn't really know what a Muslim, I knew what a Muslim was because I got Muslims in my family. But, you know, the only thing I knew about them was, shit, when they come down to grandma's house, we finna have 2 different breakfasts, all right? And the girls, they all wear dresses, and that's just it, you know? That's all I knew what Muslim was. But, you know, the other way of me actually being taught about a Muslim was how? After September 11th, you know? The one thing I knew about them was they was all terrorists trying to kill us all right? And see, this is how the damn devil is controlling and manipulating the whole damn planet, all right? Controlling the minds of the people and shit like that, all right? This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Okay, and I basically went into a whole lesson in the last video, you know, at this part here talking about Lucifer, which I'm not going to really touch on it too much, speaking on the light bearer, all right? Lucifer being the light bearer, the Illuminati, the enlightened ones, the ones with the knowledge, all right? It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, or in your power seat, ruling over every damn body. O Lucifer, or enlightened ones, the people with all the wisdom, knowledge, and control over everybody. Son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which did weakest the nations? All right. Now, which nationality of people, group of people, race of people, or country you want to say weakest the nations, brought all these other nations down to the earth? Was it not the so-called white man, the so-called Edomite, or the so-called white man, these Edomites, under the guise of, they started with the British Empire, but like he said, her mother that confounded her, or that the mother that bare you shall lament for you, shall be confounded, shall weep and mourn for you. All right. That was the British Empire. But then, it's over here in America, but it's still these same damn Edomites. All right. Cut down and weakest all the damn nations, bombing everybody, putting them in subjection. All right. There's a news article out right now talking about how America and Donald Trump, under the Donald Trump regime, drops a bomb every 12 minutes. Every 12 minutes, homeboy is dropping bombs every damn where. All right. It says, verse 13. All right. Now, again, we still talking about actual, like, human beings on the planet Earth walking around. These motherfuckers you see when you go to work, you at the dinner table with, here, so on and so forth, And really, just like us Israelites, all right? 2/3 of us ain't no real threat, no real problem to Esau, because 2/3 of us just niggas, all right? We, what they call 2/3. You just lost in the sauce. You still blinded, all right? Same with these damn Edomites, the majority of them ain't no real threat anyway. They just some regular ass two-time losers over there. They just some regular ass Edomites. They hit you with some little wickedness here and there with some little bullshit, but really they ain't in no real position to cause no goddamn real problems, because the elites of the Edomites got them in subjection. But nevertheless, it says, verse 13, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars. Okay, now as you see, Donald Trump just re-released this in the damn news about following up on Ronald Reagan, them talking about the Star Wars program, about making a new military branch up in the heavens, or in the space. All right, putting your weaponry up there. It says, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. Okay, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Also, you trying to exalt yourself over the children of Israel. Okay, in the congregations of the North America, you sit. Who the fuck are you possessing over here? All right, the people that's in captivity in the Western Hemisphere, all right, is the children of Israel. All right, the only people over here, all right, is the children of Israel and the children of Edom, and they ruling over top of us. All right, at least on the other side of the planet Earth, you got Moab, Ammon, Ham, and all them, but just really over here is just us. All right. It says, I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Okay, these damn Edomites. All right, who else is saying this? The Chinese, the Japanese, the Africans, the Arabs. None of these people are saying nothing like this. None of these people none of these people are saying this. They all realize they all fucked up. Gooks know that their eyes are slanted and they dumb as shit, can't drive, can't do a goddamn thing. They just a bunch of gooks. They not trying to say no proud shit like this. Damn Africans know that they over there on some bum ass shit too. Bathing in cow piss and shit. They not saying this either. You know what I'm saying? The Arabs, they out there doing some Arab drifting in the damn desert. Them motherfuckers just happy to be out in the damn desert with they shit. You know what I'm saying? They kind of content with what they got, But they ain't trying to rule the world. They just happy in they goddamn desert, But these damn Edomites is the ones, they ain't content where they living, where in Europe. They got to come over to the Americas. Now they got to go back and conquer Africa, Asia, and everywhere else, They want to conquer the whole planet Earth, man. Couple more scriptures we're going to close out. This is Isaiah 137 and verse 7, tying this all back together, all right? Because we understand that the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, all right? And that the damn devil was saying in his heart, let me get back to that. Just to clear this up. So we were just reading about this, how old Lucifer, son of the morning, guess not in here, but hang on. Let me grab it here. That place there is still talking about the same thing. Give me 1 second. Boom, the same thing I was speaking about. It says, Jeremiah 50:11, because you were glad, because you rejoiced, oh, you destroyers of my heritage. And who did that? All right. The so-called Edomites, the Babylonians. All right. The modern day Babylonians. Because you were grown fat as a heifer at grass and bellows as a bull, your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. And behold, the hindermost parts of the nations shall be a wilderness, dry and land. Okay. Because of the wrath of Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited. It shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished at her plagues. All right, getting into the judgment of Babylon. All right, so this is all talking about Babylon. All right, you know, this is where we was in captivity at. All right, right here it says Jeremiah 50:23. It says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become the desolation among the nations? All right, where you dwell where Satan's seed is, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, the hammer of the whole earth. The one is destroying the whole, who weakens all the nations of the earth. All right, these are all characteristics of what the damn devil would be doing. The most wicked, defiled person on planet Earth, who's destroying every damn thing. You know, if you had an idea of the devil, he would be the great destroyer, killing everything, destroying everything, defiling everything. This is what he's doing. All right, so let me get over here to break down who these Babylonians are. All right, just to tie it all in back in that this is actually a human being. All right, a group of people. Okay, back in the book, back in Psalms 137. This is Psalms 137:7. It says, "Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom." Okay, now we're gonna get who the children of Edom are. We know who they are, but we're going to get that next. It says, remember Yahweh, the children of Edom, and the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundations thereof. All right, so pairing this together, just bringing this out, it says, remember the children of Edom. All right, now verse 8 says, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed. Now we just read how thy mother that bore you shall be sore confounded. All right, the daughter of Babylon, the mother who, you see what I'm saying, the pair and pair. The daughter of Babylon, all right, it's the same as is who you call Babylon the Great whore. All right, Mystery Babylon. All right, these are all the same people. And who are the Chaldeans or the Babylonians? Who are these people? All right, it says Psalms 137:7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom. All right, then verse 8 says, O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. Okay, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. All right, so these Babylonians. All right, these Chaldeans are the same as these Edomites. All right, and these Edomites are the same as who? Last scripture. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 4. It says, whereas Edom saith we are in, let me read it from the top. It says, Malachi 1:1, the burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith Yahweh, yet you say, wherein have thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh, yet I loved Jacob. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons in the wilderness. All right, bringing that out, like I was brought out earlier. Esau is the counterpart, the physical counterpart of the damn devil, the wickedness on the wicked on the planet Earth. And Jacob is the righteous counterpart of the Most High on the planet Earth. All right, this is verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people of whom Yahweh have indignation forever. Okay, so if there was a damn devil, you know, in you guys' mind, how you would think God hate the devil and so on and so forth, they had ends with each other. In a sense, yeah, but not the spiritual demon Satan that you're thinking about, because that entity reverence and follows what the Most High says, and ain't no rebuttal with that. Ain't no backlash. But here it's talking about Jacob and Esau. All right, Esau is the physical counterpart. All right, but it says I hated Esau and loved Jacob. All right, so you can see here, and this is also, it says the border of wickedness. He called him the border of wickedness, and the people of whom Yahweh hath indignation forever, a righteous judgment, righteous hatred forever. All right, so if the Most High have this such disdain against this person, All right. It's the same as the damn devil. You know, all the characteristics you would think of as the devil. All right. If you was to make like a chart, like, all right, we're going to describe the devil. Give me some characteristics. All these things that's being spoken, that you would come up with talking about who you think the devil would be, it's all being spoken about these so-called white people who is known in the Bible as the Edomites. All right. So, you know, with that, Lord willing, this here lesson was edifying. Until next time, I say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakak Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And citation and much love for you. I can push this truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth. Stay strong. Shalom.